Another nightmare. Roland half lost his temper. No, it isn't, Cesar maintained. She's shouting like crazy. It doesn't seem to be the ideal dream. Roland didn't want to give in. She's shouting and laughing as well. A Cesar that was searching eagerly through a box full of papers said, not showing interest. I feel like waking her up. Roland got closer. Leave her alone. Cesar kept on searching. He didn't have to wait for long. A couple of falls more and I woke up of my own free will, feeling in my ear the damp accumulated in the blankets like a wet lump of soil, and in my back still the ephemeral sensation of floating. What were you dreaming of? Cesar hurtled, getting closer with a bundle of papers in his hand. Raylan looked at him badly. Cesar had ignored him during my nap, and now he burst into like a professional interviewer, not giving him space to show worry about my nightmares. Give her a break, man. Raylan put Cesar in his place. But Cesar didn't pay attention. He was staring at me, waiting for an answer, grabbing the papers with strength. Of the devil throwing me out of the window, I said, still tired. You see, it was a nightmare. Raylan reproached him. No, it wasn't. Cesar shut him up. Not at first. At first it was funny. Then the devil came and I was terrified. Then I decided I didn't want to die and I started to speak. Cesar wasn't happy with quick brush strokes. He demanded all the details, one by one. He didn't understand that in dreams the details are the less important. He still was looking at me with little devil eyes, impatient, waiting for an ending I failed to see. Was this the building? He asked, excited, pointing at one of the papers he grabbed. Actually, it was the same. I saw it closer and in detail every time I had fallen. The photo was a press cutting of a magazine where I could read the headline, "The Abulia Hotel holds the engagement party of." It seems it is, Raylan said to Cesar. What is it? It's the hotel my great-grandfather worked in when he left. He always was telling amazing stories. He said he had served in this ceremony and that he got involved with one of the guests of the picture. I should know which one because he told it every party day, but as a kid I didn't find it interesting. The blankets must be the ones he brought when he came back. My great-grandmother got really upset every time the old man recalled the Americas, and they hadn't met already. Tessa explained. These blankets aren't that old. I analyzed, smelling them, touching them. They looked old but not worn out. Give her the rest of the cuttings, Raylan ordered. Cesar didn't question the order and gave me the press cuttings he had sought with such an interest. I looked at them calmly. They were a lot. I wrote slowly the name Abulia Hotel written in delicate golden characters on the awning that protected the entrance carpet. I focused on the windows with its refined glasses. The inside remained portrayed just like I had dreamed, except that in my dream it seemed cozier, and in the picture of the magazines it looked crowded, smaller, collapsed. I remembered it more beautiful. This is the guy that tried to take the note out of me. I got excited recognizing him. Cesar held back his laugh. The little devil's face gritted his lips with malicious eyes about to explode. Let me see. Raylan popped over my shoulder. This, the one behind the old woman with the feathers, I explained. Cesar was staring at us. We needed a magnifying glass. The image is not very clear. I cannot distinguish if he is wearing a uniform or a suit. Raylan analyzed. Your great-grandfather didn't tell you who he is, did he? He is my great-grandfather. Cesar sentenced trying hard not to break into laugh, gritting his lips as soon as the last vowel left his throat. Freelang and I looked at him surprised. I because it was surprising. Freelang because he was trying to fit that family ties into his need of finding a link between Cesar and me. Instead of daughter, you are going to be great-grandmother. Cesar laughed at last. I made a mocking face at him. I knew he was saying such a thing just for teasing me, but Freeland had passed his need of fitting the pieces onto me. No, that cannot be true, we said at a time. So you say? He kept on with the teasing thing. You are going forward and backwards in time. Who knows? Of course, I cut the joke off. And wouldn't it be a better explanation that I received some kind of vibes when I smelled the blanket? It smells good. Plus, the dream doesn't make sense. It wasn't anything like the Stonehouse one. It doesn't make sense. I was reasoning, trying to be rational on one side, couldn't help being overcome on the other. Yes, sure, it makes sense, Cesar laughed. You were partying and my great-grandfather liked you. That's why he ran after you. And probably you liked him. That's why you played along with him. And the devil? Raglan interrupted. Oh, nothing. It probably is the typical metaphor for getting over your inner fears or so. Cesar was having a great time.